Hello everybody, my name is Metallica and welcome back to my Survival Let's Play series. Where we last left things off, we had constructed this bridge that I am currently running across, and the train station that is at the end of it. We had constructed all of this in, not necessarily last week's episode, but our last episode, so be sure to go check that out if you haven't seen it. And overall, this thing, it took a little bit of work with the terraforming, but it came out really nice. Only problem is, it's completely hollow underneath. I didn't really finish it, um, but I have a good reason for that. You see, I did not finish this mostly because I am uncertain of what direction I want to take it, both figuratively and literally. I am unsure whether I want to continue the train track straight through the mountain or whether I want to curve it off in either direction. So for now, I'm leaving it strictly like this. So I'm sure plenty of you are asking, what are we going to be doing in today's episode? Well, we've conquered the land, we've conquered the seas. The only thing we haven't conquered is the air. So, that is what we are going to be doing today. We are going to be building some sort of craft to help us navigate the air. I also added another cart to our train here in between episodes just because I wanted to add a little bit more length to our train. Now, I'm not fully certain what it'll be. It could be a jet, it could be a plane, it could be a hot air balloon, it could be any number of things. But what I'm going to go for is the simplest because, you know, the people of this village, we're not the most advanced type. We still have a well. Our most advanced thing is the bakery. So we are going to go for something simple. So out of the options that I mentioned earlier, I think what we're going to go for is the hot air balloon. So that means that I need to get over to the farming district to gather a bunch of wool so we can figure out what colors we want to make these. Hello, sheepies. It's good to see all of you guys. Now, I have not put the green sheep and its variants in yet. I'll do that at some point. I'm just not going to focus on it right now. What I am going to focus on is picking colors for our hot air balloons. Now, I want to go for something colorful. So we're definitely going to grab some orange wool. We're definitely going to grab some blue wool. And I think what a good choice will be would have been green. But I don't have green. So we are going to grab some others like white. And, we'll go for maybe a pink or magenta. All right. If I decide to make any other balloon colors, I'll be sure to come back and grab some wool. But for now, we are just going to focus on using the colors we have available to us right now. And it's night, so I'm going to hop into bed and go to sleep really quick. All right, we're all rested up. So what we need to focus on now is where on Earth do we want to build this? Where do we want to put these hot air balloons? Obviously, they're going to go up in the sky, but we need a place for them to take off from. And our village over here is pretty crowded. And since we recently just expanded into new territories, I think our best bet is to go over to our new land and see if there's a good spot over there that we can do this. And what better a way to get over to our new area than to take a train ride? So let's hop up into the train really quick. And let's go! Now that we made it over here, we just need to find a good place to build this hot air balloon field. So we can build it over here, we can build it over here, just need to find a good place. Maybe over here is a good spot to build it, on this side of the train tracks. Or maybe we can build it over here next to the village. You know what? After looking around for a little bit, I think our best bet might be to put it on top of the mountain because it's fairly flat up there and it gives it a good height for the hot air balloons to just take off and, head across, look around the village, see everything from a bird's eye view. So I think that is what we're going to do. So let's head up there just to take a quick look and make sure it's an ideal place for us to build. Uh, this mountain is so tall, but we're almost there. Uh, uh. All right, we made it to the top. And you know what? This area, it is fairly flat. I think this is going to work out great. Imagine it. We can build the hot air balloons up here. We can have some sitting on the ground. We can have some that are still tethered to the ground via a cord and just barely taken off. And we can even build some out over the village just a little bit right here that are just making their way across the land. Ah, I can see it now. It's beautiful. So let's bring this beautiful vision to life and get building. Well, that was a lot of fun building all of those hot air balloons, but now it is time to clean up, and apparently my inventory is full of wool. But we are gonna hop down from this mountain really quick just so we can get a better view at these hot air balloons. And yes, I'm not quite sure if you saw it in the time lapse. There was a creeper that blew up right there towards the end of it. But for right now, like I said, we're just gonna go and look at these hot air balloons. Now, as I make my way over to the viewing area, I want to give a huge shout out to Hobo Jimmy for his design of the hot air balloon that I used up there. I tried to make a few of my own, which you guys will see very soon, but they're nowhere near as good as this person's. So shout out to them. I found their design on Reddit. So without further ado, let's take a look. All right. So first impressions. Maybe I could have put a bit more designs so that way they're not just solid colors. But you know what? I'm still happy with these. Maybe I can go back and add a few more. Maybe a red one. Maybe once I get around to making the green wool, we can put a green one up there and include some more designs in them. But overall, I think that this turned out pretty good. These are the two I was talking about that I kind of tried to make my own design for, but as you can see, they're nowhere near as good as these ones. But I think that these are good. I really like how the tethers turned out with the fence posts. I think that looks really good. So I want to know, what do you guys think? Do you think these turned out good? Should we add some more? Should I put some more designs into some of these so the colors aren't as bland? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think I should do, if I should do anything at all. Now, the next thing I want to focus on when it comes to this new area that we're working in is the bridge, which is the sheeps are hiding for some reason, probably because it's so ugly. It's just a cobblestone path. That's not very appealing. So, hi. So we need to figure out how to make a better bridge right here, because obviously these hot air balloons are tons of fun to ride in. So let's create a more appealing way for the people to get up here, and we'll probably create some steps going up the hill to this area. So I'm gonna go empty my pockets of this wool and grab some materials, and we'll come right back so that way we can begin building. So I just finished dropping the wool back off at the sheep farm, so I figured now's a great chance with a fairly empty inventory to grab some of the resources we need for this bridge. Now, the design I was thinking is giving it a little bit of a cobble deep slate floor. Maybe throw in a little bit of cobblestone. We'll still see about that. I definitely want to grab plenty of wood, which it seems I am starting to run a little bit low on. I was planning on using some fence gates and some fences, and I've got plenty of fences, but not some fence gates, so I'll definitely need to craft some more of those. And maybe a little bit of it's somewhere in here. As you can tell, I am very organized. There we go. I'm gonna grab some lanterns. And you know what? We're gonna grab a few more oak stairs for the stairs going up. And I think all I'm missing now is maybe some trapdoors, and I am definitely going to make some more fence gates, so I will do that really quick, and I'll probably meet you back over in our area that we're working in. So we're not over to the area yet, but seeing the hot air balloons come into the rendering distance, my first thought was that it looks kind of imposing with just the silhouettes, but as we draw closer and we see the colors of them, it looks a lot more friendly and inviting, and I love this expansion that we're growing out of our little island here into new areas, more areas to explore and build in. And I hope you guys are having as much fun with all of this as I am. All right, so now that we've made it back over to our area, the first thing that we need to do is actually tear all this cobblestone up. This ugly path is finally going away. And you know what? I can't wait to see what we can create in place of it. Because while this is while this is completely functional, it does not look very good. So we've got that taken care of. And the next step is going to be to sleep because the sun is going down. Thankfully, we still have a bed up here where we are building our hot air balloons. So I'm going to go jump in that really quick, and then we can begin construction on the bridge. All right, we're all rested up. So first thing I'm going to do is actually run from the baby zombie I can hear behind me. And next thing I'm going to do is place down the cobbled deep slate because we need a base to work from. Now I am going to keep this in the same area that we originally had the cobblestone in. So I'm just going to place this along really quick. And I want to build on camera with you guys because I don't do that very often. So I figured, this is a quick little thing that we can do. We can build this bridge, get it out of the way, and you guys can kind of see the process that goes through my mind as I'm constructing things like this. So we've got our path in. Next thing I want to do is actually build up the side of the wall. So rather than taking this off my hotbar, we are actually going to place it back and put some walls along the edge here. So that way it's less likely for us to fall off as well as being more aesthetically pleasing. So we're going to put these logs along either side. And then once we are done with those, we are going to bust out our axe and we're just going to walk along the side, stripping them. And I'm going to take my shield out of my inventory, just that way we can do this a lot easier because that's getting a little annoying. So we're just going to run along, do this. And the next thing I want to do is actually add in our lanterns because I want to have these evenly spaced, or at least as even as I can get. So the bridge, I think is about 12 blocks, probably more. So I'll place these. I've got 6 of them. So we're going to have 3 on either side, so 2 at either end. And then in the middle, and I think this is about middle. So we are not going to misclick, and we're going to place our walls. And these are what our lanterns are going to sit on top of. So we're going to place these down. And after we are done placing our lanterns, we're going to continue building up the path right here on the sides with just some fences and gates. And we are actually going to switch places so the gate will connect with the wall. And we're just going to go back and forth like this. And hopefully, if all my math is right, it isn't. If the math was right, the fence gate would have connected there. But you know what? It is not a big deal. I can always come back and fix that later. So for now, we're just going to build these along either side, just like so. And there we go. Now you can see this is already looking better. I do need to do a little bit of terraforming here, just so that way this goes down a little bit better. Sorry, guy, your farmland's got to go. It's in the way. So, let's see. There's my oak logs. Oh, dark oak. All right, so this is pretty much just the premise I have for the bridge. I'll probably fill in this area with some dirt. For now, though, we are going to build the stairs and a little bit of a pathway going up this way. So, the stairs, we are just going to go with the same pattern that we've got over on our main island there with just the oak steps. Hi, I see you down there. Leave me alone. I am trying to work. So, I'm just going to build some stairs going up. And these, if I can place everything right, will just go up in a pattern similar to this. And then on the bottoms, every so often, we will put some fence blocks that just meet them so it looks like they're being suspended and held up properly. So I'm going to take care of that and show you guys when it's done. So I've got the pathway all built up going up to the hot balloon area. So I want to walk through this with you guys as if we were someone going up to this area to go on a little hot balloon adventure. So obviously we would come across here and walk across this obviously perfectly evenly spaced bridge. There are no flaws in this thing whatsoever. And we'll walk along this path here that I decided to try and match with what the village has got going on, except for the addition of little lantern posts to just kind of like guide your way and light things up. And this path leads up to this staircase, which we will then take to the hot balloon area. And you know, it's really simple, but there's something about this that I really like this pathway. I don't know if it's the rocks and dirt on either side, but there's something about this I just really like. What I do not like is the mob, so I'm gonna get the high ground, try my best to stay away from them, and just enjoy this wonderful area that's been created here. Because I really like this. This area makes me really happy. And I hope it makes you guys happy too. Unfortunately, that is where I'm going to have to end things off for today's episode. I'm sorry. I know we were having so much fun, but unfortunately, it is going to have to come to an end for now. But like I said in the last episode, I'm back and I will continue to post videos and I will be back soon. I don't know how soon, so I can't say for certain when I'll be back, but I will be back. So, with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you did like it, be sure to smash that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, please consider subscribing as it really helps out this channel. So, now with all of that being said, my name is Metallica. This has been Minecraft. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.